Channel 20 Sports Desk, sponsored by Route 66 Solar.
Now this evening, we take a little break from all the basketball and go to the Diamond as both Lincoln Land and UIS were at home for a pair of doubleheaders on this windy Saturday. We start with the Loggers, who were taking on Parkland in an early season Midwest Atlantic Conference series. The Loggers strike first in our highlights. Seth Winkler, well-hit ball, stays down to left field. An RBI single for Winkler brings in Caden Bowles. Parkland now with runners in scoring position a bit later, but stone cold from Mark Wallach. Strike three, an inning ender for him. Next half inning, it's Peyton Ugele. He gets a whole lot of that baseball, but just not quite enough. Still good for 2 bags for him, but it's Parkland, including this 2 RBI single here from Jack Heasley. They get the win in Game 1, 13-9, and they go on to grab both games today at Lincoln Land. Now over to UIS. They took on UIndy, and baseball gives me an excuse to get the good boys on TV as well. Game 2, first inning delivery. Mark Catula, and he barrels that one up into right center. A single, first hit of the Game 2 there for UIS. Nothing brewing after the Catula hit, but the Greyhounds, they strike first. Cole Hampton gets all of that baseball as it clears the wall with ease. 1-0 in favor of Indy. They would threaten again. Just a little bit later, ball lifted out towards left center, but it's going to be Dylan Smale. The Hillsboro native tracks that one down on the run. Nice grab, but it's a Saturday sweep for the Greyhounds as UIndy takes Game 2, 3-0 in both games on the day. So later on tonight in sports, we'll talk a little NCAA tournament projections and take a look at where both the Illini teams may end up. We're one more sleep away from Selection Sunday, but for now, that does it for sports. I'm Sammy St. Jean.
Sports Desk, sponsored by Route 66 Solar.
Tonight in sports, we'll talk a little NCAA tournament projections, but we largely take a break from basketball to focus on college baseball as both UIS and Lincoln Land hosted home doubleheaders today. We start with the Loggers, who were taking on Parkland in an early season Midwest Atlantic Conference series. The Loggers strike first in our highlights. Seth Winkler, well-hit ball, stays down to left field. An RBI single for Winkler brings in Caden Bowles. Parkland with runners in scoring position a bit later, but stone cold for Mark Wallach. Strike three, an inning ender for Wallach. Next half inning, it's Peyton Ugele. He gets a whole lot of that baseball, but just not quite enough to get out. Still good for 2 bags for him, but it's Parkland, including this 2 RBI single from Jack Heasley, and they win the game in Game 1, 13-9. Now, Game 1 was a 13-9, a very close contest between the two sides, but Game 2 got away from the Loggers. Parkland laying down the law, winning big, final 25-4. They'll play 2 more games tomorrow afternoon. Now over to UIS. They took on UIndy, and baseball gives me an excuse to get the dogs on TV as well. Game 2, first inning, delivery to Catula, and he barrels it up, a single to right center, the first UIS hit of Game 2. Nothing brewing after the Catula hit, but the Greyhounds strike first. Cole Hampton gets all of that baseball, and it clears the wall with ease. 1-0 Indy after the solo shot. They would threaten again just a bit later. This ball is going to be lifted out towards left center, but it's going to be Dylan Smale, the Hillsboro native, tracking that one down on the run. Nice grab, but it's a Saturday sweep for the Greyhounds as they grab a win in Game 2, 3-0. Game 1 brought far more runs across for both teams, but it was UIndy's day in Springfield as they come away with a pair of wins. One more game for both of these teams tomorrow at 1 p.m. And the Illinois men had their Big Ten tournament come to an end in disappointing fashion last night, but now all eyes are on tomorrow night. In their projected seeding, ESPN's Joe Lunardi currently has them as a 6th seed taking on Drake in round 1. Kentucky, the likely round 2 matchup, but the Illini have been projected as low as an 8th seed. As for the Illinois women, their Big Ten tournament last week ended in similar disappointment. A round 2 loss dropped the Illini a bit as they currently sit as a projected 8th seed as they'll be taking on Richmond in the opening round and would, if they end up in Austin, have to battle the top seed Texas in round 2. These projections are according to ESPN's Charlie Cream. So tomorrow night will bring a lot of clarity for both of the Illini teams and all of the teams across the country as the best postseason tournament in all of sports is announced. But for now, that does it for sports. I'm Sammy St. Jean.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to watch more videos from News Channel 20.